Hey, I am making this small series of videos trying to show some issues on user interface or user design or user experience um, on tools that we use daily. And now I am going to make a small review on some issues I had and I have every day because it's a tool I use every day on Google Drive and the Google Drive editor. There are small issues, not big issues, because Google dedicates a lot of time to design good user interfaces and trying to make them as simple as possible and trying to make them look good. So there are not too many issues, but sometimes these small issues are just annoying or make us waste a lot of time. So the first issue I have is sometimes on my screen I have two browsers, or I have a browser with the layout of two columns. So I show two pages at the same time on the same browser in a two-column layout. And the problem when I have Google Drive web application opened, is that it looks okay, it is responsive, but at a certain point, it is not responsive. So you start to lose part of the screen. So if I need to switch and I have different um, Google accounts that I use daily, if I have the layout of having two pages on the screen in one on the right and one on the left, this is what I see. Like this one is like on the left of my screen is half of my screen, and I can see the user switcher there because it is not responsive. So my small icon is hidden, so I need to resize the screen, click on this, change my user, and resize the screen again. That is an issue. And the problem is that this can be fixed very easily. It's just making the search box, the omnibox, smaller. It's not a huge uh, technical issue. You can make this box smaller, and all these icons can go to the left at a certain point. I think if the the screen is too small, the width is too small, you can just create another row and have the search on the top and these three icons below that. So the user account switcher is always visible on the screen. So this is very basic responsive stuff. It is responsive until you hit this screen width. So after this width of the screen, you can't see. So or another workaround I have is I just zoom out. So I make the screen smaller. So it's more difficult to see the text, but actually I can see all the screen. But if you go to the screen width to a certain point, you still can't see that part. But this is good for me because this is half of my screen, so I won't go um, any narrower on the width. So this is okay for me. If I go like this, it's 1/3 of my screen. I don't use the screen like this, so this is okay. But I can see less because the text is smaller. I prefer to have this 100% like this, and that the friends at Google can, make this more responsive. That is the first issue I have like every day. The second issue I have is really with document editor. I will just open any document. I have a bunch of these. So this is a thing I hit every time, and it makes me lose a lot of time, really, because it's a feature I use, and I switch those features frequently. And one issue I have is I don't only use the document editor, I also use the spreadsheet editor that has this feature different. So the problem is with the text color. So if I select a text and I go here, we have the background and the foreground like in the same button on the top menu. On the spreadsheet editor, there is a foreground button and a background button on the menu at the same level. So if I need to change the background of this text, I need to click once here, I need to click twice here, and then I can change the background. Then if I need to change the foreground of this text, I need to click here, I need to click text, and I go color. So this is very annoying. And if I need to change the background again, I need to click once on the menu, click on highlight, and then click on the color. So I'm on each change I need to do, I am doing one extra click on the spreadsheet. And the problem is sometimes I don't see clearly which option is highlighted, if text or highlight is foreground or background. And I think the background is checked and it's really the text checked, and so I change the color of the text and I need to go back again, uh, go back to the original color, then click again, click on background again or highlight again, and then change the background. So there are a lot of clicks there, uh, that makes it really difficult to use a pretty basic functionality. So if I open the spreadsheet, on the spreadsheet, we have here text color and background color. Very easy. One click, one click, one click, one click. So I can change everything in 2 clicks. With this, I need to click once, I need to click twice, 3 clicks. Then I need to change the background, I need to click once, 3 clicks. And when I just miss what is selected here, I want to change the background, but the foreground is selected. So again, I click this, but I meant to change the background. So I need to go back to the original color, then go back another time and another time. So this for me is annoying. And this issue was reported a lot of times on Google support forums, and I think this was like this since the first Google document editor version, and they didn't change it. They didn't change it. Even people were saying, "Hey, this is annoying," and they didn't change it just to make it look similar as other tools they provide. So this is basic. A user will a user will use both of these, and the same functionality is displayed in different ways. So this is not a good UX design. So this is very, very, very annoying, as and it's a very, very simple to fix um, user interface and user experience feature, and it's a high frequently used feature. Everyone editing documents is changing at some point the text color or the background color of some text just to add some highlight. So this is very annoying, and it makes people waste a lot of time. So I hope this video just can, you know, help to give awareness on these small usability issues, and maybe help Google to see what the actual issue is, or the issues are, and make them just fix them. It's not difficult. It's just make the same on the document editor as you have on the spreadsheet editor. And that's it. Hope that helps.